All right, we live. Let's get into it. Happy Friday. Let me get on my live stream. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna make it happen, Captain. All right, we live. We in the building. So much going on. Happy holidays. Oh shoot, it's you know, pretty much over and done with, but at the end of the day, we in the building, baby. I hope y'all had a happy holiday. And we about to put this together real quick. Ray J is raging. If he's not rage baiting, he's ranting. He's online, just having all kinds of issues. I want to say it like that. All kinds of issues. Lord have mercy. I'm trying to enjoy my little Thanksgiving. A little gumbo, a little potato salad. Child, I did some bell peppers. And he go all online making, buku drama, as we say in New Orleans. And I'm like, damn, he just messing up. We can all get offline, but shit, we all online. He over here messing up everybody holidays with all this nonsense and stuff like that. So, we are in the building. We are in the building. We're gonna talk about Ray J. We're gonna talk about Prince's Love. We're gonna talk about the kids a little bit. We're gonna talk about all of it, child. We are in the building. Happy Friday to you all. Happy Friday. All right, let me go ahead and sit down. So, as I said earlier, just now, Ray J. This is who we're gonna start off with. Ray J was online, obviously having a complete meltdown. All right, and it was pretty severe. I mean, he went to jail for this, y'all. Like, he literally went to jail, and things got pretty serious for him. Whack 100, I saw he bailed him out. So notice Whack is always in the mix with somebody having drama. Not that he created the drama with Ray J, but all Ray J seems to like. Whack 100 seems to have the most problematic clients, right? The most problematic clients. He just somehow finds these people, or these people find him. He is associated with Blueface, and that whole thing is toxic. And now, obviously he's associated with Ray J. So Ray J went to jail over some situation, and I believe a lot of what Princess Love said too, about like how she mentioned, like, when she went to the house one time, they had a woman there, and the he was supposed to have the kids, and the woman was in the bed. I believe all of that. I believe all of that. But at the same time, I'm like, if we know this person's personality, and we know this person can go there, why are we going to his house, putting ourselves in his line of fire? Right? I understand she wanted him to see the kids, but when we have people who behave like this, we have to be able to maintain some semblance of control in a situation, right? I would never walk into the lion's den, if that makes sense, right? If I know I'm gonna go somewhere, I got people who actually read with me, that will actually say, hey, is it okay to go to this party, this event? Am I gonna be safe? Is it gonna be, comfortable? Like, I understand this is your baby's father, your husband, your estranged husband, or whatever the situation is. But you gotta be smarter. You got your children in a very dangerous situation. My concern was that guy who was tussling with him, I was thinking, oh my God, I just was praying that the gun didn't go off and shoot one of them. The GUN, right? I was just concerned. So, some point, Princess Love, I know you're trying to make it work and make it do what it do, but you also have to take some responsibility and not allowing yourself to keep going into this situation, knowing that it could get toxic and it can go there. I mean, I literally have clients, I kid you not, I read well, I didn't read yesterday, but pretty much I read every day. And I have clients that will do readings where they'll say, hey, I'm going to this event. I'm going to this, this party. This person that I'm estranged with will be there. Is it safe? Is it okay? And we have to have discernment in those situations. We already talked about Ray J's mental health. We already talked about him being erratic. We already talked about all these things. And she knows him way better than any of us. What we see online, imagine what he's doing in private, right? That was a glimpse into it. But just imagine what he's really doing with no cameras on, when it's really just them. So at some point, I think she's a beautiful woman. I commend her for trying to be a great mother. But being a even greater mother means to keep your children. Sometimes we have to love people from afar. I use this term all the time. We have to love people from afar. Because when they don't protect our peace, they don't protect um, our physical, right? Your physical was in danger at that point. You had your child in front of you, your physical of your child yourself. Brother-in-law could have easily got it. A friend's husband, whoever he was, he could have easily got it, and that would have been an innocent person. And this is how it always goes down. Think about it for a second. The person that's the innocent person always gets popped because they're trying to get in something, trying to stop something. So princess will be okay, the daughter will be okay, the lady husband be the one that got it because he trying to tussle with Ray J, trying to get him to calm down or take the GUN from him or whatever was going on. It's just at some point we have to be an even better parent by being able to recognize the signs and being able to say, you know what? If I had to tell him I'm coming but don't start nothing, that meant you shouldn't even been there. You shouldn't have even been there in the first place. How about that? If I had to call you on the phone and say, Lanice, hey, don't start nothing when I come. I don't need to be at Lanice's house. I don't need to be at Lanice's house. I need to be at my own house where I'm safe and I'm comfortable. Right? At this point, y'all, if Ray J is bringing the kids into an environment like this, or he have people in the house and he's naked, literally, she said he's naked, and we can ask about that. Is that true? He's naked in the bed with another woman while the kids are there. Why not say, you know what? I'm gonna let him see his kids, but I'm gonna have a mediator. You know how people be having like the little person that might, be the go between you and the kids, and why y'all can't have that? Where somebody who's neutral can bring the kids to Ray J and be there, But we keep trying to do it this ain't regular. This is violent to me. This is toxic to me. So let me see. Happy holidays, everyone. That's what Monet says in the beginning. How you doing? A lot of people are right. Yes, sure was. Did Ray J pull a weapon out on her again, or is this one from 2 years ago? No, this was Thanksgiving. He was literally on a live stream. I believe he was on Twitch. He was on a Twitch live stream, and you saw him click, click, clack in the GUN. This was not 2 years ago. This is not like he had a remote control. Like, you saw him with the actual thing, click, clack, clacking, saying they playing with him, they trying to take his kids. He not having it, and gearing up. And he was just going there. He was just inch by inch by inch. He was on a live stream. He actually said he got permanently banned from Twitch. We'll see if Twitch permanently bans him or not. Because, Twitch will ban somebody and then turn around and let them come back. That's the only thing I don't like about Twitch. But he claims he's permanently banned. Remember, he did the same thing to her like a year ago with the kids in the house, and they were fussing, and she was running around the house, and the kids was in and out of the rooms. That's terrible. So this is like, how many? I mean, so you ain't gotta do nothing to me more than once, and I'm out of there. You don't have to do nothing to me more than once, and I'm out of there. Look what this different breed just said. That's insane. Let's pin this one up. I would have to go look for that one. But that's insane right there, right? Remember when he had her running around the house? Unbelievable. So all I can say is a very dangerous situation. It's a very tricky situation. And like my dad, I was telling my dad about, like, you know, things happen. And I wasn't telling him about, he don't know who these people are. But I was just talking about how, like, people having domestic situations, you know, and people saying, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And I'm a KILLU and I'm going to do this. And like my dad was just saying today, he was like, people got to start taking those words seriously. We can't just keep on letting that go. That, you know how many people on the news said he said that, but I didn't think he meant it. I know him better than that. I know he would never. When people get pushed to their breaking point and they start reacting and they have mental health challenges, anything can happen. We can't trust that. The minute you say you're going to KILL me, baby, we done, we out. Ain't nothing else to talk about. My kids can't come. I'm sorry. Have a nice day. Have a happy holidays, right? Call Sonia, call Brandy, call the Janet King man, whatever you got to do. But my kids can't be here, right? You already found them. The kids already was at the house and he naked in the bed with a woman telling you to mind your business. And you going to still try to put yourself in that situation. You got Princess Love. Please, if you don't do nothing else, I know you feel like I know him better than anybody. You're not protecting your kids or yourself by putting yourself there, right? You can be an even better mother by creating boundaries and distance. You can have a mediator come in and be able to help navigate this situation, right? You keep going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's toxic and it's dangerous. All right. So let's get any questions y'all have for them. Happy Friday. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. This is your girl, Blue Nola. We're going to talk about Princess Love, Ray J, and Chrisean Rock. This is the only thing I'm going to say about Chrisean Rock. Ma'am, you don't need to be going live to give no prayers and no damn words of wisdom. You need to mind your own business, and you need to figure out your own situation, and you need to take the money that Lemmy gave you and go find you a solid place to stay. And you need to get you a nice take that 120, 130, 140 Lemmy gave you. Go pay your rent up for a year. Go find your nice little vehicle to be in. Stop being in this person's house playing musical chairs and that person's house with your kids and look like you're on the beach on a whole Thanksgiving day. Mind your business. I know you have an opinion, but girl, go find some business of your own and worry about yourself. Okay? Getting all up in the business, being reposted, worrying about Ray J and Princess Love. Like you done put yourself all in the mix. Girl, I like you, Chrisean, but girl, mind your business. Go and mind your business. You got too much going on in your own life. And I'm going to say this last thing, and I don't care who get mad. Comb Junior's hair. I don't know what's going on. If you're trying to do dreadlocks on a baby, but I need you to go get you some hair, get you some baby hair supplies and comb his hair out. And if you're not going to keep it up, cut it off. And if you're going to put it in a style that you want to dread his hair or whatever, make it look like a style. Like, I don't know, he looked like you got your hair done, you got your makeup on, but his hair look like it's matted. I don't know what you're doing, but you need to get out of Ray J business and you need to mind Junior's business. That's what you need to mind. And I listen, don't come on here talking about, oh, you used to be. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I promise you this. If she do good, I'm going to say she doing good. And if she not doing good, I'm going to say, I'm not a yes man, never have, never will be. I don't care if I get a follower, lose a follower. You can like it, you can love it, you can hate it, or you can leave it. I'm going to keep it real. Mind your business. Worry about your child and worry about yourself. Get your money from Lemmy and go say, you know what? Let me go find a nice, affordable place to be. And let me go take and see if I can put a year, at least 6 months, at a place for me and my kid to have a roof over our head. I have not seen you in a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. I need you to be, I don't need you to do nothing. I'm not your mama, but you need to get stable. Okay? Worrying about what Ray J got going. Oh, poor Ray J. And I seen it coming. Chrisean, go mind yours. Okay? That's what I'm going to tell you. Mind your business. Mind the business that pays you. Tower moment. Your life not even where it needs to be, right? That means your life is here, there, everywhere, changing, 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 changing. There's always a change going on, facing difficulties, right? Having money, no money. You were blessed that Lemmy is the type of person he is, that he gave you the money. Now you're with the little boy, you're not with the little boy. Now, took the little boy out your body, you unfollow him. Now you're back on the plane to who to do the. I don't know what you're doing. But this is another tower moment here. You need to mind the business that pays you and mind Junior's business, right? That's what you need to do. And get out of Princess. We don't need you to go live so you can get posted on the Shade Room or the Neighborhood Talk or anywhere else. We need you to mind your own business. Okay? That was not even your business to do. All right, so anyway, I just had to say that little part because I'm like, not went through me better. Oh my God. I'm like, why are you even over here? Like, I could have jumped online yesterday and talked about it. I'm like, baby, I am enjoying my Thanksgiving. I am enjoying my day. I hope you like the movies that I'm recommending on Instagram. I did recommend Outlander, Blood of My Blood. So good. Don't let the reviews take you away from not watching that. So if you ever know what I'm watching, you can go on my Instagram in my story. I will post whatever I'm watching. I am into this Asian thing now where I'm watching a lot of Asian movies, C dramas, K dramas, even J dramas, which is Japanese. So if you ever want to know what I'm watching, what's my latest movie or latest show, I'm posting it on Instagram. Right now I'm doing Outlander, Blood of My Blood is an extension of the original Outlander, and it's actually really, really good. And people need to give it a chance and stop comparing the two shows. Because baby, I was so into it. I was up late last night watching it. So trust me, it is a really good show. Because again, the show that I'm watching right now is Outlander, Blood of My Blood. And you can find it on Prime. I guess Amazon Prime. You can find it on there. All right. Only 10 episodes right now, and a season 2 is coming out in 2026. All right. So any questions for Ray J, Princess Love? I just had to get that out. I had to say it, So the first message is a Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups here is, to me, when I say their name, that means all this drama that we just saw, and they may have some more drama. We may see even a change of heart around them. Some change around them. So we may even see them in 11 months from now having different energy, different interaction. And this is why it's so hard for them to have discernment. Because they can go from what you just saw, what we just saw, to the Page of Cups, right? That means down the road, later, they get into a better place. And you may even hear them say that as they're talking and doing interviews and we move past that. That's the problem, right? Moving past that, right? Give me the energy around Ray J and Princess Love. Oh my God, so much drama going on. The Eight of Cups together. The Eight of Pentacles, sorry. Continuing to, I don't know if they got their business is intertwined in some way, but this could represent still doing something together. Businesses, opportunities together. Still working together in some capacity. So to me, even though this has all happened, I still feel like you may still see them speak in a way, and I'm not saying this today, they could still have another incident and some other challenges and go through some things, but it does show they come to a peaceful place at some point, right? Hermit card. I do feel that she will take space from it. They will take space from each other. So that may be the key, Sometimes we have to take space. Remember I said love people from afar. Hermit in reverse. To isolate myself. To withdraw. To pull myself out of this situation. Hermit in reverse. That may be necessary and something necessary, right? In order to see a change so they can work better together. Right? So I do see things may not be the same. Right? This is spilled out into social media, And even though, she talked about being a good mother, a lot of people don't like the fact that her kids were, instead of putting her kids in a room, securing them in some way, they were in the middle of all of this, right? But that hermit does means to withdraw, to move, to isolate oneself, right? That's what this talks about. So I can see that happening where eventually that they pulled back. So I do feel that's changed. I think their relationship is so damaged. Ray J is with this woman, that woman. He's here, he's there, he's all over the place. She literally said he's been gone for like a month. He doesn't even call the kids. Is that true, Spirit? Give me the energy. Is Princess Love telling the truth? Let's not just take her word. Is Ray J like really getting missing, or is she just? And it does show when you ask that question, the Five of Pentacles, that means to isolate. So he is leaving for periods of time, right? That is true. He is leaving for periods of time. And that means that she's got to carry the kids, right? She's got to carry the situation. Give me the energy. She said that if Ray J had a woman in the bed while watching the kids, is that true? Give me the energy. I'm not saying she lying on him, but we just not going just, ooh. And the Ten of Wands is here, right? Ten of Wands in reverse. That means he did do something that felt inappropriate. Some people could call it treacherous. And he was unwilling to see that he was wrong, right? Confirm that energy around Ray J. Man, imagine your dad doing this in front of you. This is insane. Just imagine you being a little kid and seeing that, or being around that, or seeing that. You know what that Sun card in reverse represents? Negativity. Right? Negativity. Imagine those kids grew up with post-traumatic stress, anxiety, right? Seeing all that negativity that would just happen, right? He was in the midst of some connection, if you will. He loves his kids. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, yes, we get it. Emperor reverse. I'm a father every day, all day. Right? But you're not making the best decision. Causing your kids to have stress. Causing your kids to have unnecessary stress, unnecessary anguish. When Princess Love was holding the little girl, at one point when she was saying, you pulled the G-U-N out on us, the little girl put her hands up to her ear to not hear. You see that? The lady putting her hands up to her face to not hear or to not see. You see that? That's the kids. When you look at the depression, nightmares, intense anxiety, despair, this is what this says. Look at this lady on here holding her hand up. Remember when the little girl, Princess Love was holding the little girl and Princess Love said, you pulled the G-U-N on us. And she put her hand up to her ear. This is the little girl. Toxic, a mess. Right? So you're not doing you're doing more harm than good by letting your children be in this environment, Princess Love. Oh, I just want to have a good Thanksgiving. I just want him to see his kids. Bump all that. He gotta show and prove that he's doing the work, that he's in a good space, that he show up to the event with somebody who can stabilize. And you know how you always got that one person that can help that person stabilize. You know, show up to, you know, we're going to show up to a mutual situation where you can see the kids and show up with your dad who can help stabilize you, or your mom who can help stabilize you. You know, I need a middle person, a third party to be with you. We just can't do it on our own. Because together, it's just too much going on, right? There's too much going on. So I do feel with that Three of Wands, she'll have that means she'll think about it a little bit more. That'll help her like say, okay, you know what? I need to do better. I need to prepare better. I need to have another plan. Maybe the first plan didn't work. I got to go to a second plan, maybe a third plan A, B, C. We got to think what that looks like, right? And I do feel she will take some action. Ace of Wands is some action around it. But let me say this. Y'all got to both do a better job. If you know, let me tell y'all this quick little personal story. And it is a true story, right? So I used to work with this girl. You know, I used to be a casino manager. For all the people who know, they know. So I used to be a casino manager. And years ago, I used to work at this casino that was on the lakefront, right? It was a riverboat. You know, I'm in Louisiana. So it was a riverboat casino. And I used to work with this really pretty girl, fine as she could be, but really pretty girl. But she was kind of she had like a little, very reserved personality. And she was married to this guy who had a brother who had mental health issues. Again, she was married to this guy who had a brother who had mental health issues. And every time the brother would have his episodes, she was able to help the brother calm down. She was able to help the brother to get stable. Well, one day he had an episode, and guess what happened to her? Guess what happened to her? Can anybody put it in the chat? Just make sure you use the right words. Guess what happened to her? She was gone, right? So we have to watch the instability. We have to watch thinking that we can help people calm down. Sometimes it could become a tragic situation. All right? So what does Ray J's mom think about this? His mom's name is Sonia. Give me the energy around. What does Ray J's mom think about it? So when you look at it, it talks about she's still trying to be like, let's see if we could figure it out. Let's see if we could try to work this out. Let's see if we could, that's the card of perspective, right? Let's figure this out. Let's look at what we can do. This is a stressful situation, but let's maintain control. Let's keep perspective. Let's make the best decisions. That's what she's got here. All right? You told us the story before? Yeah. Yeah, then you know it's true because I repeated it, right? Yeah. But there's receipts that she has in her house. And if God tells her to come out and put out a prayer for someone who tells her not... Wait, let me read you what you're saying. There's receipts she has, her own house. And if God tells her to come out and put out a prayer for someone, who's to tell her not to, is she saying? Well, she can go ahead and follow that. She can go ahead and follow that and see where it led her up to, right? An incident where somebody pulled a GU out on her and her kids and tussled with a family friend that could have ended up tragic. And somebody ended up jail. Sometimes, we have to still follow our first mind, and we have to have discernment, and we have to be able to just say, you know what, let's keep boundaries. That's beautiful. It sounds good until you get a GUN on you, right? Until somebody choking in your neck, until your kids are petrified, terrified, and having nightmares, huh? God, I felt compelled to move. Now your kids going to be doing readings down the road saying, how can I get over this anxiety, this stress? How can do I need to go to therapy? Because when I was little, my dad was, going crazy and pulled the GUN out on me and my mom and my brother. Not one time, but two. We have to have some discernment. That sounds great, right? It really does, right? But we still have to protect ourselves and our kids. I'm all for all that. I'm all for that. But we have to still be able to say, this person can't. She felt to me for her to call him in advance and say, don't act up. She felt something. She was setting the stage to stop something from happening. When you have to do that, then you should have said, you know what, let me not come up my house today. Right? Because I got to tell this person, don't act up before I come. Then maybe I shouldn't come out today. And maybe I should pray a little more to God and say, maybe, Ray J will understand and I'll get somebody to explain it to him. Maybe you think of it in another way, right? Because if I got to call somebody, I should be going into a holiday celebration saying, I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to enjoy some good family and friends and laugh. If I got to set the stage to diffuse drama before the drama even starts, then I don't need to be there. I'm sorry. This is how too many people walk into a trap, a trick bag, right? The lion's den. And then we want to start talking about God all day. It's, beautiful, wonderful. Praise God. But what happens when somebody's shot and KI unalive? All right. Protect your kids at all costs. Protect yourself. Because if you come out the loop, those kids are small. These are not adults. These are not, it would be tragic for an adult to lose their parent. Look at this guy, the DJ who lost his mom, right? He's still reeling from that. Uh, uh, Metro Boomin lost his mom in a tragic way by the boyfriend. Like, we don't want to have a Metro Boomin situation because somebody felt like they were compelled to leave, told them to come out today. No, absolutely not. All right, so anyway, I respect your opinion though. So let's get into anything else about Ray J. I do feel Ray J has some questionable activities, but that's honestly, we kind of talked about this already. I do feel like he has some questionable ways and activities, and like in a shower with trying to get in the shower with this other guy. I mean, by the way, he's running a whole thing for LGBTQ plus people. Like, he's very open to that, but hey, I mean, you got some people that they dibble and dabble in things, and then they. I mean, I even hear, I have some people that I've, met and stuff like that, and they have preferences on all that stuff, right? I mean, even I know some people that are, some male people who say, I have like certain preferences. I do like, I'm bisexual, and I do like both, to connect with both sides, but ultimately, I want to marry a woman, or you'll have a woman that they're bisexual, and then, I like to dibble dabble, but ultimately I want to marry a man. Hey, it's up to them. This oil is a manifestation oil. I always talk to y'all about this. Is not my brand. I'm not I'm not selling this. This is a manifestation oil. Is by Art of the Root. Art of the Root. You can get it off Amazon. I love this brand very much. I showed y'all all the stuff I had. All right. Is he using? Give me the energy around Ray J. Is he using anything? Is he drinking? Princess was accusing him of doing more than drinking. And then Chrisean even was saying when he's drinking. So obviously there is something to like him indulging. But is he using anything? Is he doing anything else? Give me the energy around Ray J. Lover's card in reverse. He's not happy. He's in a misalignment. He's just having casual anything connections. To me, when you see like the Lover's card, that's like saying he's just in this endless spiral of relationships where nothing is connecting, and he's not happy. I heard the gang talking about this the other day, where the gang was like, he was sleeping with a bunch of women and he just felt empty. I can imagine Ray J filling up his time with a bunch of miscellaneous relationships, and they're not amounting to anything. The Lover's card in reverse, right? This can also mean he's not happy personally, right, in the relationships that he has around him. And even though it looks fun and he's enjoying life or whatever, he's doing this and that, he's having a lot of miscellaneous relationships that are not amounting to a real tangible connections. Like, just start with that. Also, too, when you look at that tool, this message here, this represents his values, like the stuff that he was raised, his mom and his daddy instilled in him. Those things that's out the window right now, right? And he's smart. He's a smart guy. He has the vision. But right now, in his dysfunction, this is where he is, right? That's what it talks about. To me, Ray J is about making money, making money, making money, making money. You have the Ace of Pentacles. This is why you're seeing him doing the Zeus shows, doing the streaming, over here, over there, trying to all he cares about is money. Money, 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 money. Is he using Two of Wands, Eight of Swords, Four of Cups, Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords. I can see it here, here, and here, and even down here. When you come through there, that could represent a person who will close up, a person who will, how you want to say, have a lot of stress and tension around him, right? Things of that nature. Even in this Queen of Swords, you got to watch that too, because that Queen of Swords can represent somebody who, you know, they let their energy, their attitude, their dysfunction just take them on a roller coaster ride. I just feel like in here is just showing you that, you know, there's a misalignment when you ask that question. His value system is not there. Let me see. Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, the double card. Did he have anything to do with, what are we talking about, JDM? We're talking about Princess Love and Ray J, respectfully. We're not talking about Whitney Houston now. I would love to do a full reading on like some of the rumors around Whitney Houston, whether that's Ray J and the other rumors about. I would love to do like a reading on Whitney Houston in that capacity. I would love to do that. Another Tower moment happening here. He does have the message of using here, and even in his Seven of Cups, that Seven of Cups in reverse could represent life all over the place. Using as a diversion, right? There's a diversion going on there, right? Using to be a diversion. He's kind of like a functional user, because when you see that Seven of Pentacles, that represents he has his good days and bad days. He's still rolling around, but it does show he does get stuck. Like there's a stuck there, right? There's he doesn't have discernment. He is very codependent on women. Like always, you know how you always see a man that's always dealing with women, needing women. He has that here in his messages, right? Death card is here. Unable to change, unable to do better, unable to see better, right? He's a functional person. He's functional with it. So that's why you'll see him somewhere and then he'll be looking like he's doing good, and then other times he's off his rocker, right? Also, too, he gets blocked. He has a lot of dependency on other people. Like, you know how some people, like, they always got to have people around them. People feeding them, around, connecting, talking. That's what he has. Empress in reverse. Dependence on others. He has it here, right? That card. Unable to move forward, right? Always feeling his time, energy with lovers. Let me show y'all that. Death card, Lovers card, Empress in reverse, right? So basically resistance to the change, unable to move forward, filling his time with connections, dependence on others, right? So it's almost like he always got to be around people. That's why you notice so many people, they be rolling with entourages. They always got people in their house. Let me tell you, baby, I don't want you over here. Okay? I don't want you, if you don't live here, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. I don't want to see your face. Don't ask for shit. Right? You can't borrow no money. I don't want you. I don't even want you eating my bell peppers that I cooked yesterday or the day before. Leave me alone. I'm like Funka Deneva right now. Leave me alone. All them down. But I'm a Cancer. So naturally, I don't like all that shit anyway. Been like that since I was small. Even when I was small and my mom and dad with all these people coming in their house, no. Y'all need to go home and find y'all way to your house. Y'all don't need to be here just taking up space and all this shit. I've been like that even when I was little. Go to your house. Enjoy your day. Right? Why are you here? How long you gonna be? As soon as you come, I'm ready for you to go. Get out. I'm a lone wolf like that, right? But that's me. I'm one of the people. I don't need to see you every day. We don't need to be, we don't need to see each other every day. Have a nice day. Not the bill. Yeah, I don't need to see you every day. Have a nice day. Like, if you're not a part, I'm talking about like people. If you're like my family, that's different. But all this other extra stuff people be doing, where they gotta fill up their space with so many people, and just non-essential people in their life. Just think about all the people Ray J be having around him, all in the house, all on the live stream, this, that, and that. Oh no! Just first of all, I want to clean up. I want to make sure my house is good. I want to make sure everything blessed. I don't need no bunch of traffic in and out of my house. People will tear your shit up. All right. Oh, let's see. Yes, I'm with you. I'm a Scorpio, and I used to hate when my mama used to have company, especially when we had to use the bathroom, period. Hey, Nola, I'm with you. Cancer. Get out. Yeah, when I was little, I used to hate when my parents used to do that. Me and my sister, we talk about that now that we're older. We're like, we used to hate when we were little, when my parents used to let people come in, for like, because they used to make us get out of our rooms to give the company rooms. And then we had to sleep in alternate spaces in order to get, like, no. So now that I'm a grown woman, I'm like, no, 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 no. If y'all coming to visit, y'all gonna be sleeping somewhere else, or y'all gonna my best believe my child that's still at home, like, because my daughter's gone, she's on her own, but my child that's still at home, she not coming out her bed to let you sleep. But I hated it so much when I was little. I literally hated it. All right, so got a White House so people won't stay. Got a White House so people won't stay. I'm telling you, and we have to stop being so accommodating to people. I'm telling you right now. But Ray J has the type of, he looks like he always have to have people around him, but that's just the nature of some people. They just always have to be, somebody. They got to have people around them. They got to have people encouraging them. Now, they got some people, they have to have somebody sleeping beside them. All this stuff. Learn how to sleep by yourself. So we talked about Ray J. We talked about Princess Love, the toxic, shameful behavior, live stream where GUN was pulled, the erratic behavior. I put on here, protect the kids, right? Will he learn the lesson? Talked about a little bit about Chrisean Rock. And the thing about Ray J, that again, like I said, if he's not rage baiting, he's ranting or he's raging. And the reason why I say rage baiting, because there's a girl on that he be having on his live stream that he also be talking like rage baiting. Like he's on there with this young girl. Well, she's not young, but he's on there with this woman like, I don't, we're not gonna be together, but I'm together with you. He be doing a lot of stuff. I mean, he do a lot of stuff that seems like he's hurtful, like mean-spirited. Like, I like you, but we're not together. We're not going to end up together. I really don't love you like that. I really want to be with Princess Love. Like, why are women putting up with this? Why are you allowing a man to put you on a live stream to, to embarrass you, to affect your, your sense of self or your self-esteem? Like, what are we doing, young ladies? What does this world come to? Like, you're not a bad-looking young woman. You can go out and have, a lot of opportunities with a lot of other men. Maybe you should just focus on loving yourself first, right? Love yourself first. Love yourself enough that you wouldn't even put up with a Ray J. But we have too many beautiful young women, beautiful grown women that are allowing men to just mistreat them. I just don't get it. You got one time to play with me. And I mean one time. All right. So this is on Ray J. Princess Love. Let me see. Will he do some time for that? Give me the energy around. Hey, Kitty Von Licious, Capricorn girl. Will Ray J really do any time for what he just did? Online crying. I had a lady online crying. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is going on? Will he do any time for that? To me, that says he's going to avoid anything really tangible. To avoid. And it almost makes you feel like they'll be unwilling to like go further with him. Like they would have to like what you call it, the DA did, like the DA would have to pick up the charges for this to go, because this feels like to avoid trying to prosecute him further, or to avoid trying to harm him further, to try to say he was, that's why she was saying your mental health, you're on drugs, you need to get help. They could try to go the route of trying to say he needs help, go to rehab, get some help. The DA would have to pick this up for him to get into trouble. But this talks about to avoid taking responsibility, in my opinion. This is what this means. Once again, just like he was out of jail, you just pulled a gun on somebody, GUI on somebody, you already out on bail doing a live stream. Don't go to jail, folks. Don't go to jail, folks. Jail is not good. Like, this is what he did. He literally came out, went on another live stream talking about, don't go to jail, folks. There was no accountability. Live stream, erratic, clicking and clacking a GUN, and not literally walked out of jail like nothing. So we'll see. Unless the DA picks it up and enforce it, this feels like avoiding taking responsibility, avoiding anything. Maybe they'll tell him to go to rehab, get the help that he needs or deserves. Justice card in reverse. Lack of accountability coming up. Lack of accountability. Shaking my head. Now, hopefully, Lenice, somebody, I don't know, in the black community, they don't want you saying it, but he need to get some accountability. But the only way they're going to push this forward is if the people say, no, we going to pick this up. We didn't have enough. Because wasn't he just in a situation where somebody broke the window? I don't know what Ray J be up to. I'm just surprised he's doing all of this. I'm being honest with you. I remember when he was on a little show, Moesha. Now he just is all kind of shit, Even though she never said, I see why thinks Brandy is embarrassed by him. Imagine this Brandy, think about this for a second, DC. Think about this for a second. You have come out and you have solidified your career and your brand, only to have a scraggly-ass brother just tarnishing everything, the family name. I would be highly pissed. That's like Toni Braxton came out and her sisters just keep tearing the brand down, right? Just imagine that for a second. Brandy did all this work, the groundwork, laid the groundwork, helped her brother get on the show. If it wasn't for Brandy, we didn't even know who this boy was. And he just out here acting a fool, being associated with this on. What did he say? What did he be saying? He be saying something like on blood, on Crips, on gang, or what did he be talking? He be talking like gang talk. What he was saying on that video, on the dead homies. You was born in Calabasas due to Brandy's fame. And you talking about on the dead homies? What are we saying here? At this point, it's a choice to be ignorant. It's a choice to be in the street. It's a choice to be in foolishness. Because Brandy started so small making money, he was even smaller. So you don't even have no reason to be over here talking about on the dead homies. You should be handling business and staying out of shit. That nigga is disturbed. He low-key was always in some BS. That's true, DC. He always was low-key in some BS. And that could be a person that's always had some behavioral issues. But now that he's an adult, how can you control it? He's basically doing a Kanye West. He's basically doing a Kanye West. Right? But at least Kanye West is not physically doing something to somebody yet. Anyway, boy, Brandy got home training. I'm confused on why and where, because he started being like that. Crazy. And you know, when you hear his mom speak, she speaks so well. His dad seems like he got the sense that God gave him. And then you got Ray J. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable, my guys. Unbelievable. Shocking. Tragic. All right, so rubbing my hands like Birdman. The parents are always so strict on the daughter while they neglecting the sons. I did a whole reading on that, Destiny's Child. We talked about the parents coddling the sons. They hold the daughters to certain standards. You know, we got to clean up. We got to get the good grades. We got to come home on time. We got to dress appropriately. We got to close our legs. We got to sit right. We got to be respectful to the. And I remember growing up, and my cousin ain't do shit. I'd be by my grandma's house, and my male cousin didn't do a damn thing. But we were required to do A, B, and C. That boy ain't do nothing. You know, I've lived it myself. I've seen it. You know, how many people put a one in the chat where you were required to have a certain standard as a young lady, but the brother, the cousin, the nephew, they just was doing nothing. Put a one in the chat if you experienced that. Put a two if you didn't. I know I did. My cousin be sitting down drinking a tall glass of milk, child, while we was sweeping and shit. Cleaning up. God damn, are you for real? Remember when they had to reality show Brandy was always mad because Sonya was hard on her while enabling Ray J? That's what I'm saying. I never watched it, but I've lived it. We would have to clean up, straighten up, do this, do that, wash dishes, do this. My cousin sitting his ass over there with a tall glass of milk. I seen her, child. Unbelievable. Male cousins just what? Male cousins just running wild. I'm trying to tell you. Look, everybody in the chat putting a one. I see one person that said, if you had a mama that was equal to you and your brother, or you and your cousins, or you and your nephews, put a 3. If you had a parent that showed equal, they were equal. Your mom made sure that person picked up the chores, you picked up the chores. Put a 3. I would love to see how many people, because I'm telling you, I seen it with my own eyes. I experienced it. Cousin wasn't doing shit. Right? But this goes back through even the back in the test of time. You know, Asian cultures, right? African American culture. Cultures. What? That's what. This is how the hierarchy. The hierarchy. These people, right? This is what it is. The hierophant, right? The way that it's set. The way that it's set. Paradise said 3. One person. Thank you, Paradise. Look. Zimbra said 1. I know I'm going to give it a 1. A big fat 1. I could put 100 ones across the thing. I seen that with my other uncles too. Right? My auntie's working hard, doing this, doing that, doing this. And my uncle's flouncing all around. My mom was the eldest. She was made to care for everybody, all the younger ones. And she went to school. She got her associates, then her bachelor's, then her master's from Xavier University. Well, all little brothers was doing. Dating this girl over here, over there, doing this, doing that. I love them, but keeping it real. Ray J been acting like a joker. Ray J been acting like this joker for a good 20 years now publicly, if I'm not mistaken. Hello, y'all. Where is Brandy and Ray J's father? I mean, he's still around, obviously. It's like the two witnesses. It's Ten of Swords is here. I can see. So where's the father? The Ten of Swords is here. Ten of Swords can represent the relationship is kind of... This talks about the ending. Where's the father? Let me Google it. Let me Google that. Father and mother just like kind of out the loop. But these are grown-ups now. These are not like... with Brandy's already like damn near 45, huh? This not like little kids, you see? Ray J's father, Willie Norwood Sr., a gospel artist, vocal coach, record producer. He's also the father of the actress Brandy. So look like he's still kicking. Let me see. Willie Norwood. 69 years old, from Cleveland, Ohio. But he's from Greenville, Mississippi. He's still kicking. Let me see. But that Ten of Swords can represent, like, they go through their phases of, like, having... Ten of Swords can represent the relationship has collapsed. And it can represent that they have had their moments, their, like, good moments, bad moments. You know, that represents things getting worse, then they get better, and then they take breaks. Like, right? People, these are grown-ups, though. Brandy's like, what, 45, I believe? So Ray J got to at least be 40. These are not little bitty kids. These are grown-ass people. I mean, what they going to do, get online like Carlissa? Yeah, I want to talk about Ray J. Like, I mean, you know, a lot of the people that's talking about their kids, with the exception of Scrappy Mama, these kids are like... Blueface is in his 20s. NBA Youngboy's in his 20s. You know, they mama be all in the mix. The only mom that really be... Well, two moms that really be in people's business is Tokyo Tony being her daughter business. And then, and she's grown. And then Scrappy Mama, she always in the mix. But Brandy's mom and dad don't seem like the type of people that will keep getting online, getting into stuff. So they just don't look like that, you know, type to me anyway. See, hiding in shame. Hiding in shame. That's right. That's what Willie clocked out. Let me pin that. Willie has clocked out. All right. So maybe you're ready. You already talked about it. What's really going on? Ray J, Sukiana, and Dr. Umar. Give me the energy around Ray J and Sukiana. He making it seem like he always dealing with Sukiana. Me and Sukiana gonna always be together. Me and Sukiana gonna always deal with each other. Right? That's what he said. I feel like Sukiana deal with him when she want to deal with him. You see that Five of Swords in reverse? That represents I'll deal with him when I want to deal with him. Right? Five of Swords in reverse can represent I'll deal with him, I'll avoid him, I'll deal with him. Musician, I'll communicate with him. I'll be doing my own thing, he be doing his own thing. Two of Swords, I talk to him sometimes, I don't talk to him sometimes. Eight of Pentacles is here. Right? If he has anything for me, I'll take it. You got any money, any opportunities? Four of Swords, I'm good on you. Right? Queen of Pentacles. I do feel like he still be trying to help her out, hook her up. This Queen of Pentacles could represent giving her some money. Right? I do feel she recognizes that he be going through highs and lows. Five of Cups, grief, loss, highs, lows, in and out, depression, dark times. Right? And then that Knight of Pentacles, he be hot and cold with her. I could see him trying to blow up with Suki. Right? That Knight of Pentacles. He gonna try to blow with any man that's dealing with Suki. Knight of Pentacles is blowing up man that's dealing with Suki, whether it's Dr. Umar, whether that's the boyfriend or anybody else. That's what it looks like he's gonna do. When you see that Knight of Pentacles in reverse, that means he can act aggressively, with negligently. He can go there, you know. So he's not respecting any position with that. So let's see. He's 43. They be kicking these celebrities' fathers out the loop in the beginning. He's 43. Hi, Blue. Hi. Definitely didn't expect to hear the three of them in the same sentence. Suki was live yesterday speaking on Ray J, saying like he needed to stop playing with her if she has a boyfriend. That's what I'm saying. Like when you look at these messages, it looks like she'll deal with him if she want to deal with him. I'll deal with you when I do. I'll deal with you when I don't. I'll be bothered when I won't. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like to me too. All right? That's what it looks like to me too. But he ain't gonna respect none of that, child. So, he just impulsive. Like he's literally on a live stream knowing Nicki Minaj got a husband that'll put a bullet in his behind, talking like he like Nicki. Cardi B just had a whole baby. He talking about something about he was attracted to Cardi B. He just crazy, like, Where the F did Dr. Umar even come from? You remember Dr. Umar and Suki had hooked up one time. I guess they was entertaining each other, having a kiki online, and then they hooked up. So, but trust me, Dr. Umar is slick. Dr. Umar pretend like he don't like the type of women. That's exactly what he likes. He likes the Sukiana type. Dr. Umar always trying to pretend like he want a spiritual woman. He want exactly what you see, Sukiana. He and Sukiana are not serious, but trust me, if he could mess with Sukiana and get away with it, he would. But I don't think Sukiana is interested in Dr. Umar. Give me the energy. Is Sukiana really interested in Dr. Umar? I think she thinks not like he's entertaining, right? She likes talking to him. She likes to hear what he has to say, but they don't have anything together. Right? He is a very engaging character, though, guys. Like, he's a very charismatic. This represents charismatic character. So I can see, he's charismatic. He's got a way of speaking online. So I can see how he could do that in person, where he could kind of pull you in like the Pied Piper, talking all that bullshit he be talking. Dr. Umar repeat this shit 100 times. I said the cards on the table. The cards on the table, everybody. No, now you're not hearing me. The cards on the table. He done drove me away with that shit. Like, All right. It was I do feel like she does like hearing what he has to say, right? Again, we like sometimes hearing the nonsense he be talking about. Sometimes I'll go to Nola be posting some shit. Hey, Nola be posting some shit on her thing that I'll be getting a little kick. She done sent me a couple of little things. But, you know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes I'll be hearing some little stuff he be talking about and I'll be getting a little kick. So imagine if he doing it online when he doing it in person. He's a charismatic character, right? He's entertaining, He is knowledgeable. This represents entertaining, is knowledgeable, has a big personality, can be seen as a leader in some circles. So I can see where she could entertain him a little bit. Do you think the whole Whitney Houston situation with Kim Kardashian has mentally driven him? If I'm being honest with you, I just feel like all of this, I think that he's had his own personal struggles for years, and none of this has helped that. It's exasperated it, right? The Kim Kardashian situation. What is that to be in your mental health about? You had a sex tape with Kim, it's helped you, it's helped her, right? What does that mean? Like, you got to show that you was the big man on campus, you was messing with this chick, what have you, you were able to capitalize off of it. Whitney Houston, I mean, I don't feel like that relationship was super, super deep. I don't know. To me, I feel like this is a person that's always struggled with some form of their mental health. Right? And sometimes when you have people who are, they already have mental health problems or ADHD or bipolar, and then you add on top of that fame, attention, right? And excess. Having too much access to stuff. It's a recipe for disaster, y'all. This is why you see so many people go to Hollywood and they can't make it. They don't make it. They struggle. And you can't always blame the parents, because you can have a parent that's giving you the foundation, setting the stage, setting the standard. And then, but y'all saying his parents was coddling him. So that didn't help him either. Now you got all this going on and you being coddled. Like, come on. Let's see. Let's see. I didn't think Suki had that in her laugh out loud. Oh yeah. I seen them together. It was pretty interesting. It helped her more than him. I think that's his problem. I think the problem that you're saying, I think that's a jealousy thing, right? She's taken that, it's helped both of them in some way. At some point in his career, he benefited greatly off of it. But yeah, as a woman, I mean, let me say this. As a woman, we're always going to benefit before a man, right? I used to be a casino manager. I used to be over department. I used to be over 3 departments, actually. And even the department I was over, which was beverage, right? A beverage department. The women always did better than the men financially. A woman is always going to do better than a man. They're going to always get more attention. They're always going to make more money from the situation. That's just the nature of the beast. They can have 2 servers going out. They can both be attractive. But that female server might make $10,000 in a week, or that male server might make $4,000 in a week. Women are always going to benefit off of something like that more. That's just the nature of the game. You know? It said, was he actually abused by older adults when he was younger? What does he seem to have Kanye and him on the same page? Ray J always resented being in Brandy's shadow. He spent years doing the craziest stuff to stay relevant, trying to prove himself. And all he's done is make himself look a fool and a mess. Look a fool and a mess. All right, we got to move on. Let's move to Masika. So Masika has, beautiful lady, right? I've seen her in my stories a couple of times on Blue Nola, especially when I first started Blue Nola on Instagram. She was in my stories a few times. But Masika's ex-husband, estranged husband, he recently passed away. And she was online, brokenhearted, devastated. She was at the services, falling out, child. Only 2 days later to be hugged up with Chrisean Rock's ex-boyfriend, Hood Bingo Trophy, or Hood Trophy Bingo, whatever the hell his name is. So I was like, Masika, girl, what are you over there doing? I seen she was with Bino after the funeral, after crying to, that's like that Asian meme where the man was crying and then turn around and stop, right? Literally, Masika crying at the funeral for 5 minutes. And then as soon as the cameras went off, she stopped the crying and got a hug, went and started hugging up with Hood Bingo, whatever that boy's name is. Masika is doing too much. Her husband ain't even in the ground 24 hours. That made me feel like you didn't even care about the man. You didn't care. Maybe you felt something for 5 minutes and then you moved on, right? But I wrote here, Masika's husband died. The internet, she was making public statements, falling out at the funeral. His brother was getting after her, calling her fake and phony, only to prove him right? And she's now with Chrisean Rock's ex-boyfriend. So quickly they're in love and together, her and Bino. Hazel E and Masika are born on both with Chrisean's exes. You know what? Isn't that something? I didn't even think about that. Thank you for putting that to my attention, Ebony. The insurance money cleared and she was okay. Damn. The insurance money cleared and she was okay. Oh, damn. Damn, damn, damn. Florida Evans from Good Times. Hazel and Blueface are already over. Nothing but the scheme set up by Ty. I couldn't imagine being with Chrisean sloppy seconds. Ooh, Destiny's Child. What are you saying over there? Okay, Ray J is 44. I got you, my girl. All right, so the insurance money cleared and she is okay. Give me the energy around Masika. Girl, and I like Masika because there are times she really do keep it real on the internet. There are times that, she like when Brittany Renner was, a Muslim for 5 minutes. She said she played with them people. Masika was the one who said she didn't play with them people, have G, and now she on her way, right? Sometimes Masika has been the voice of reason, but Masika, girl, what is going on? Literally in 48 hours, you have buried your husband, cried, fell out at the church. Remind me of them church ladies when I was little, catching the Holy Ghost, and now you asked and ran back to boyfriend. Give me the energy around Masika and her ex or her estranged husband. Masika's energy. 4 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 10 of Cups. They weren't in a good place anyway. And I'm not saying it's justified, but they weren't in a good place, y'all. Like, when you see that 4 of Cups and that 10 of Cups, that 4 of Cups represents, like, first of all, this represents she was being fake. Because the 4 of Cups in reverse represents you being fake, right? And you put on airs, like we say in Louisiana. And that 10 of Cups represents his whole family ain't with the shit. 10 of Cups is, and they wasn't even on the best of terms. Shattered dreams, broken family, disputes, right? Opposition, false heart. These both have in common false heart. So she was just literally just being fake the whole time, right? Being fake, in the messages, But a lot of people saw through that, including his family. Even in that 7 of Cups, that just talks about, that 7 of Cups talking about all over the place. Even in that Temperance, girl, you could have taken more time. Temperance represents you doing too much. You're doing absolutely too much, too soon. God damn, let the man, you could have, gave it 2-3 months, but the relationship's so hot, heavy with you and Bino, you just couldn't let that marinate for a minute. Girl, come on. You are a grown woman with children. Okay? Period. And you and Bino, y'all right now, y'all in a, fun time, but how long that's gonna last? How long is that gonna last? Child, she popping her fingers. Get it good. Get it. Ooh, get it good. But the prices get too hot, you need to cut it. Right? Dancing. Right? But all this represents this, when you see these two together, fake, 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 fake. Just being totally fake. We seen her being fake, and these both represent fake, false, period, right? Now, again, this could also represent they weren't on the best of terms anyway. I mean, there were times they were, and then there were times they weren't, right? And the family, they not having it with her. They're going to give her a run for her money. So if she even thinks she's going to go up in there and be playing in them people's face, domestic disputes. Right there. And they not smiling, they not grinning, they not playing with you. Period. You doing too much, excessive behavior, no balance, no boundaries, and they not having it. Okay? Masika's a Gemini. They're trying to give Geminis a bad name, y'all. Y'all hear them? Because Geminis are usually considered like dependable, sometimes loyal to some degree. It depends. It depends. Gemini is an air sign, so they can be a little flighty sometimes. A little flighty sometimes. All right, so she was with the Matt Barnes. Oh, child. You have kids and want to be with an immature Bino. Bino was just sitting online, dragging Chrisean Rock, talking about she stank. She needed to take a bath. She needed to take care of her son. She wanted him to slap her in the face when they was having sex. You gonna go with him, and he just put Chrisean business out. Like, make that make sense. The minute Mad Day come, Bino gonna be talking about how you was in the bed with him the day your husband died. Like, I'm just keeping it real. Like, we gotta watch. Like, if somebody will do, if they'll do it to one woman, they'll do it to you. Like, what part y'all don't get? Y'all think y'all so different and so special. These young niggas don't care. The minute y'all fall out, he gonna be talking about you too. Period. Husband brother said Masika was fake. Faker than the $3 bill. Okay. That brother was right. Proved him right. Proved him right. Proved him right. All at the funeral, child, falling out with the little girl, right? That's it. I saw the picture. Masika, I'm going to tell you this much, girl. You look cute when you fell out, child. You fell out just enough to get a cute little profile of being fainted. I'm going to tell you that. You did look cute when you fainted. When you did the fake fallout chick. One of the kids' father is dead and the other one's in jail. Please, Geminis are loyal. Can't be in the same sentence. I said some. I said some. I said all. Like, hey, don't beat me up. Hey. They got some Geminis. Don't give everybody. Listen here. What your name is? Cornell. Don't give everybody a bad name. Oh, I'm not doing that. She's a pretty woman, but something's off. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you. I can't believe she even likes him. Well, I mean, she was with Fetty Wap. Look at him. He had one eye open and one eye closed. And he in jail. It's not like she's dating Russell Wilson, guys. I mean, are you opening your eyes here? Like, what are we saying? Are we sure we seeing the same person? I want you to be mine again, baby. I know my lifestyle is driving you crazy. I cannot see myself without you. Yeah, that's a little jam. I go out of my way to see you. I go out of my way to please you. Oh, yeah. That's my little jam right there. Hey, Fetty, about to get out of prison, chill. So it's not like she dating Russell Wilson, y'all. I mean, her husband was the best looking one I've seen so far. All right. She had a whole camera crew when she was low down her dress. Oh my God. Let me see. Masika is all about money and status. She will do anything to keep her name in the media. Yep, that's all she did. All she did was use that to have like some, sympathy, payola. Well, I don't want to say payola, but sympathy. Get a little attention, get in the magazines, blah, 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 blah. Fetty was fine with that one eye, though. Okay. All right, I ain't going to even argue with you, baby. I ain't going to hold with you. All right. Oh. Okay, Fetty Wap got a bunch of kids. Somebody want him. Well, there's everybody. Somebody for everybody. Can Fetty Wap see himself getting out of jail soon? Is Fetty Wap getting out of jail soon, Spirit? Give me the energy around Fetty Wap. High Priestess. Yes, he has the Ace of Wands. He's got a new beginning coming. And he has the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands can represent slight delays. 4 Cups. Now, when you add all this stuff, this could be like less than 7. This is given less than a year, but this could be, this is 6 months, and then you add that up, that's about 7 months, all right? So, I would say less than a year. This is given all together 6, and then you add this up, that's a month. Well, no, that's a month, so, okay, yeah, let's see. 6, 7, 8, so 6. months, 7 months. So it's given less than a year. So about 7 months. Less than a year. Now he does have the Three of Wands, which could represent a slight delay. So don't put it right on that time. So give it like a in that time frame, like between maybe 7 months, a year, some change. All right. Her Instagram photos are taking me out. I blame Mona Scott for introducing us to Masika. It's been hell ever since. 8 of Cups, right? Child, Masika enjoyed her Thanksgiving. This represents enjoying a feast. You know? She enjoyed her Thanksgiving. Child, why were you over here shaking our head and our fingers? She was wop, 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 wop. She was enjoying her day, child. So anyway, will her and Hood Bino last? Give me the energy around Masika and Hood Bino. Will their relationship last? Will they love? Will their love last, Spirit? 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, Death card. Dun, 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 dun. Dead. Now, this can represent them being together, falling apart, and coming back together. But ultimately, the relationship fizzles out. Fizzles. They have the Death card. Stagnates, stops, doesn't grow. Dead, dead, dead. All right? Won't last. Will Masika stop allowing her deceased husband's families from seeing their grandparents and niece? Give me the energy around, will Masika be at odds with the family where she stops the kids from being around? Stops her family from seeing. Will Masika stop allowing her deceased husband's family from seeing their kids? The kids. They can have a moment of tears. Now, remember, she just buried the man, was with another man, right? That 3 of Swords can represent tension now. That could represent tension. That could represent problems. That 3 of Swords can represent, like, negotiations failing, separation, sadness, disappointment. Just give it some time because it can represent they have some stress. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, right? That could represent, again, 10 of Pentacles can represent brokenness, right? Lack of stability right now. Everything's too fresh, right? 10 in reverse represents like cycle broken, incomplete energy. Like right now we're not in a place and a space to be good with you. Hopefully it can rise above it and still connect with the kids. But that moon card is in reverse. So that can represent confusion, miscommunication, right? Also, Masika might not feel comfortable with her kids going there if they feel a certain way about her, right? 7 of Wands is here, and that could represent eventually they figure something out, but it does show healthy conflict. All right? She ate good and probably twerked and drank, and baby was in the bed. Okay. So that is on Masika. Masika, Hood Bino, and all of that. All right, so Porsha Williams. Porsha Williams just, you know, she got a new friend. Porsha just had a new friend. You know, what made me laugh is that we were just talking about Porsha. We were just talking about Porsha the other day when we were talking about Candy being bisexual. And somebody made a joke about Porsha and Phaedra being together. And lo and behold, Porsha shows up with a girlfriend. Isn't that something? I feel like we were just talking about Porsha. So Porsha looks like she has a new friend. They all hugged up. And I put in my notes, stud. And basically maybe she'll have an Niecy Nash experience where she really finds a real connection. Let's see. Let's go to I think it was the shade room, or then maybe it was the neighborhood talk. But I just saw Porsha with her new new friendship. I'm gonna say friendship. Let's see. Let me see. Baby, she was very much so hugged up. Hold on. Let me see. Porsha. Was it the neighborhood talk? The shade room, y'all gotta do better. It feels like the shade room always be a step behind. I can't get no information from the shade room. What is happening? Y'all never be on top of shit. Like, what is going on over there with the shade room? Y'all just posting everything but what I'm trying to see. Why is that? Alright. Hold on. Let me see. I think it might have been Hollywood a lot. What is the lady's name? I didn't even write the lady's name down. Oh, well, I don't know that. Them. I want to say it right. Them. I didn't write their name down. They, them. Alright. Hold on. It feels like, did they take it down? So I feel like Porsha was hugged up with the person. Now I'm not seeing it anymore. Am I tripping? So let me see. Porsha Williams. It feels like they took it. Did they take it down? Do y'all notice that they took it down? The shade room has lost some shade. Yes. They really have. All right. Patrice McKinney. All right. That's what I'm saying. It feels like I saw it and then I didn't see it anymore. Spirit, give me the energy around Porsha. Is she really? She did mention that she was, bisexual. Ace of Swords here, right? Breakthrough, clarity. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. I'm interested in this. This is where I'm going to go. I'm going to follow my heart. I'm not going to put stipulations on myself. Period, point blank. Right? That's what that talks about. Ace of Cups. Ooh. New beginnings. New breakthroughs with new connections. Oh, man. What's going on here? Ace of Cups. New relationships. New love affair. New friendship. New, something I want to tell you. It's something I think that you should know. Let's take our time. All right? Before it's too late, let's wait a while. Before we go too far. Okay? Something special here. So we gonna wait and see. Because this is giving new beginnings, new breakthrough, new clarity, new connection, feeling good. Having a little good energy here. This is feeling good for Porsha, y'all. Y'all want to see these types of messages when you meet a new connection. That person really like you. You really like that person. Is mutual. All right? So listen, let her have fun. Go ahead. Shit. Go ahead, have your fun. Enjoy your day with Patrice McKinney. Yes, it was taken down a while ago. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it was taken down. But there's something connecting. Again, that's why I said let's wait and see. But it's new friendships. That's why I said friendship. I included friendship in there, right? Now, it may be negatively perceived. That's why they took it down. The lady has a twin sister. She says she has a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm tired of these niggas too, so I get it. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Let me replace this comment. This is too hilarious. She says she has a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Well, she definitely has up here some connection, and it feels good, but it will be met with some backlash. 10 of Cups in reverse, right? And this is a new deck. 10 of Cups in reverse. Backlash and all that. I hope they can make it work. When you see that 10 of Cups in reverse, that means there can be some opposition. Porsha can't never seem to make it last. First, she was with that man. I think he was messing with the guy who was talking about he was saved. I ain't gay no more. So first she was messing with this man. She was married to him. Then it feels like she was messing with some young guy who seemed like he didn't have his act together. Then she seemed like she was messing with Simon or Dusty. You know, he had dust in his system, Simon. And now she over here doing this. I don't know. Porsha done came a long way from her days as a preacher. Okay. I want a sugar daddy and a girlfriend too. She got the game on lock, for real. Okay, well, I'm going to say this. Porsha definitely has the message of enjoying herself. Okay. It's on Instagram. Well, Porsha, it'll get backlash from her and her relationship. That's what they have here, Destiny's Child. Backlash. That's what I was talking about. Opposition, backlash, whatever word you want to use, it is here. So I can see her experiencing some of that. But Porsha is a grown-ass woman. She can do what she wants. Okay, if you want to be with Patrice and you want to be with Kenny, go do that. I knew Porsha was out of her mind when she mentioned in her book that she dated R. Kelly. And that was short-lived. Okay. All right, so Porsha, we wish you the best of luck, child. We ain't got nothing else to say about you. Go enjoy your life. So Porsha, she putting all the goods on the lady. Okay. All right. Last but not least, Blueface. Y'all asked me about this, so don't start clicking off this video just because I'm talking about Blueface. I know y'all be getting tired of him, but Blueface is y'all had asked me to do a reading on Blueface and what's the girl name? Hazel E. I told y'all on Instagram this was not lasting. I wish I could replay it real quick without wasting time because it's getting late. But I told y'all this was not lasting long. And lo and behold, what did he do? He went right on his page when Mad Day came, called her an old, what he called her? He called her an old head and said he was tired of the games and he was kicking her out of the group. You should have known that. You should have known that. So what did I write about? Blueface and Hazel E. Clout move, right? Clout move. Ace of Swords, right? That's gonna be them confusion, calling each other's name, getting on each other's nerves, saying stuff, chaos, right? But Hazel, I know you're not getting mad because he over here with another girl in his house, Hazel. I know you didn't take Blueface seriously. Blueface hasn't had a stable relationship for more than 2 weeks at a time. I know you could not have been serious with Blueface. Blueface done had 50 women in his house since he been out of jail. And he looked like he and Chrisean trying to keep up with each other on Instagram and the stories. I know you did not get mad about Blueface having some woman at his house or eating with them at a restaurant. I know you got to be fucking kidding me. I know you didn't take this seriously. Alright? It's true that Candy and Porsha hooked up. Ooh, child. Did they even last a week? They lasted long enough for him to use Hazel and Hazel to use him in order to get some clout, get some attention. And then he accused her of calling TMZ. And he don't play them games. Baby, whatever I do it naturally. Okay? I don't call no TMZ up to tell me to be somewhere. I don't know what you doing, Hazel E, but you might want to stop. This is what Blueface said, okay? Blue may not like his mama, but he slick listen to her. It's true. 2 weeks is crazy work, but it's true. Did Hazel E really like Blueface for real, spirit? Because it seemed like, is this all a big stage act? To me, it just felt very staged. Give me the energy around Hazel E and Blueface. The lovers card. Girl, I know you lying. She actually was taking this fool seriously. see you are 45 years old. You are no spring chicken, ma'am. Blueface, if you look at his track record, his history, he has not been in a relationship longer than 2 weeks. I know you lying that you actually kind of liked him. I know you what? Did Blueface really like Hazel E? Hell no, he ain't really like you. 8 of Wands in reverse. Girl, he was just using you. Blueface couldn't wait to fall out with you and throw you under the bus. Oh, this means they did have sex too. This means rephrase it. They look like they could have had sex. Blueface ain't really like you. 8 of Wands is using somebody for attention, direction, right? Communication, adventure. He ain't really like you like that. Tower card. Never meant to last. He never seen it as the boy had in his phone, old head. Old head. All the words in the dictionary. Old head. Are you for real? Pure comedy, right? Pure comedy. Girl, what? But this is her. And this is Blueface. Pure freaking comedy. He never liked you like that, girl. Never liked you. Definitely, Blue wasn't taking her seriously. He called her his golden retriever. She thought she was the chosen one. Girl, what? He has every brand name tattooed on his face. I know. Damn, I like Walgreens, but not that damn bad. Shit, you know? Hazel better go back to Ayana and get her life. Y'all are something else. Blueface is a wreck. Somebody say I'm gagging. Oh, Hazel said she didn't sleep with him. Maybe it was kissing, touching, sucking. They got the lovers card together. Blueface will tell on her eventually. Blueface will tell if something happened. Blueface will tell if some form of intimacy was had. He will eventually tell on your ass. It's not gonna be a secret long, because this is what he do. So if you sucked his pee-pee, we'll know about it. He eventually gonna tell on you, dumbass. Rest assured, some form of sexual activity. All right. Ain't no man gonna be in your house. You in your underwear. You running around. He giving you 10 bands because you was stay loyal. He sure will. He sure will. He sure will eventually tell what happened. He tell on everybody. Blue just got Chase Bank and Walgreens on his face. Something happened between them intimately. But again, there's different levels of intimacy. We'll let Blueface tell on you eventually. It probably was Jason Lee interview. Yeah. She said she did some inner and then popped out with Blueface, and she ain't did shit. Everybody doing inner work until they get a young Teneroni in front of them. Now they doing some bullshit. Hazel cannot do better. Y'all must forget her track record. That's true. She looked like a totally different person from when she was first came out. She's probably gave him some head. All I know is that she ain't just sit there and just the mother starts coming out And she ain't gonna like when he start dragging her. When you see that mother star, that represents she's gonna be coming out trying to protect herself. You should have never fooled with him. Like Blueface is not the person that's gonna protect you or your interests. And again, I mean, that's between them. They're grown. Four of Wands. I do feel like a lot of it was for publicity, an investment, right? Just some little good, getting together, putting something together, right? A little something, something. But don't lie and say you didn't like the boy. Don't lie and say you didn't like him. You didn't find him, you was doing whatever you was doing with him. Don't lie. They didn't play patty cake. They didn't play exactly. People really be thinking we stupid. That's like Chrisean always pretend like she never slept with none of the guys she be talking to, and never slept with Bino. I was celibate. I never slept with the other guy. I never slept. And then Bino talking about he was slapping her face when they was having sex. These people just be making shit up. That's on them though. I mean, honestly, it just came out. That's why I'm talking about it. If she did or she didn't, ain't none of my business. I mean, hey, that's on them. All right, some girl named Nevaeh. He seems to have taken up with this girl. What do y'all think about the young lady Nevaeh? This represents they get along pretty well. Communication, able to adapt, having a fun time. This is a little bit of Gemini Virgo energy going on here. So that represents a little what? Gemini, which is air energy, Virgo, a little bit of Virgo energy, which is earth. So it gives like good balance, right? That's what it talks about. I don't think it's going to last either, right? So when you see this King of Swords, eventually, let me say this about you, Nevaeh. I don't know you, and I don't have no dog or no fight with this situation, but you got your child sleeping in a bed with a man that just got out of jail. Make that make sense for me. I don't care how long you've been on Blueface off and on. There's no reason for you, your child, and Blueface to be in the same bed when they got a whole baby, a little girl room and a little boy room in that house. Especially Blueface, who's always been on some weird stuff. I don't know what's wrong with y'all young ladies, and y'all want to cry when your child is touched. And I'm not saying Blueface did that, but I'm saying people want to cry when their child be touched and molested and be into stuff. But y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better. I don't care if you've been on him for 5 years, 10 years off and on. We got to do better putting our children in situations. You in the bed, the baby in the middle, and Blueface sleeping on the other side. This a whole man that's not your child's father having access to your child while you knocked out sleep. And I'm not saying anything that Blueface did anything. But we need to do better as mothers. Then you want to cry when something happens. But this won't last long either. Right? This won't go last long either. The King of Swords. Eventually, Blueface gonna take a position with her. Blueface is Blueface. Ain't nothing changed. Right? Blueface is Blueface. Blueface will not have the same success run with her that he had with Chrisean. Don't get me wrong. She's a cute girl. She's got a cute little shape, but she's just not. She doesn't have a look. Right? 7 of Swords in reverse. Eventually, he's just using her to some degree as well. He's using her to some degree as well. But I do feel like he's dealing with her. He is dealing with her. He is dealing with her. Right? This is why you can't really be messing with people that come out of jail right away, because eventually they can start switching gears and doing this and doing that. Right? That can represent unpredictable. Unpredictable. Even in that 8 of Cups, that 8 of Cups can represent eventually things change. Whether it's now or later, things could change. So I don't see this as a permanent situation at all. I do feel you need to be careful though, because they do have a message here around like pregnancy. Hopefully y'all having protection, which I doubt. Star card, 7 of Wands, pregnancy, energy around protection, right? Energy around pregnancy. Be careful because there's a pregnancy aspect here, right? Let's see. Blueface goes for women with no self-esteem or no self-worth. That's a no-no. She has her child around too many men. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. It's just is it to upset Chrisean? I can't be with. Let me see. I can't last with Nevaeh, girl. You have Hazel E. just leaving the pond. Jaden was just there with Carlissa in the house during Thanksgiving. And he reposting Jaden singing a song. Let me say this to y'all too. While I'm thinking about all this feel like they all in who's together now. Carlissa, Blueface, Jaden, all this stuff. No matter how dysfunctional or how mad they get each other. All this feel like they in cahoots together. They all in cahoots together for attention to get some money to make something pop. This is what it feels like to me when I see it. They all in cahoots together. The one thing I do like, I'm liking the fact that like he talked about Chrisean in a few interviews, but let's leave Chrisean out of it. Let's see what y'all do. Oh, you do? Let me turn it off. Hold on. Let's see what y'all do. You know, don't be talking about my computer too bad. This is my mama's computer. But thank you for letting me know. I'll turn it off real quick. Yeah, it's getting old. I have another one. It's right. The other one is right here. I'm stuck on my mama's computer. I don't know what. So anyway, thank you for letting me know. But I feel like they all in like cahoots together. I feel like they all in cahoots. Carlissa, Blueface, you know, Jade, and all these people. They done came together and figure out shit. We stronger together. Let's do this together. Let's make some money. I'm gonna come on TikTok. You do this, we do that. You know, we gonna all work it together. They all one big circle, and it's okay. It's fine. But let's just keep Chrisean out of it, and y'all do what y'all gonna do. And Chrisean, stay out of it. Let them people do what they want to do. All right, so Page of Wands, Four of Wands, and then so we'll see them, all that whole little crew clicking up, doing stuff, events. I know he has like a little welcome home thing coming. That feels like it's gonna have some success. I can't if it can't last with the Nevaeh girl. Okay, so we already talked about that. Do Bino still want Chrisean? Does Hood Bino still want Chrisean? He said he in love with Masika. Ooh, these cards are hard to shuffle. Ooh, oh. Let me just stick to the old way. Hi, Nola. Can you include the brief government readings in these lives? Yeah, we could do it the next one. 100%. Sure. And I'll just do one for the government. Yep, we'll do a separate one because it's getting late now. Give me the energy around. Could Bino still want Chrisean? This is a no for right now. Maybe because he's tied up with Masika, but this represents no. Right now, that's an obstacle. That's a no. That's a no, 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 no. The Queen of Wands is in reverse. That's a no for right now. He's still watching her, but this still shows he secretly still be watching what she's doing and what people saying. But that doesn't mean anything. A lot of men will get in your social media and be paying attention to what you're doing. Tower moment. I wouldn't be talking his ass, but Chrisean is used to people abusing her. Ten of Swords in reverse. That represents inevitably, even if they come together for a minute, it ends. This feels like a no to me, guys. I do feel like he's still, like right now, maybe because he's in with Masika, he has this energy of no. But I do feel like he's still watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care. Hell no, Bina don't want Chrisean. Chrisean don't want Chrisean. Shit. Oh, damn. Well, let me tell you this. The one thing I'm going to say positive today about Chrisean is that she went through her holidays with positive energy. She went on the beach with her child. She was in a car. She went back home. She wasn't online with a bunch of drama. She was online like the day before or so with some friends enjoying her life. She could have been doing a Ray J and a Princess Love, and she didn't do it. So let's just give some credit to the fact that she kept her holiday and her energy positive throughout the Thanksgiving season. How about that? So we're gonna end that with a good note. Okay? Alright, so that's what we had on them. As well. Oh, will Chrisean Rock ever move that tattoo of Blueface? My sister wanted me to include this. Will she ever remove that tattoo of Blueface? And if so, when? If not, give me the energy. Chrisean Malone removing that Blueface tattoo. She has the Four of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Cups. I don't see her removing it right now. She could talk about she gonna do it and threaten to do it, but then she doesn't do it. Six of Swords, incomplete job. Six of Cups, thinking about it. Ace of Wands, not doing it again. I don't see it right now. Doesn't mean indecision. Conflict over doing it. Also, let me say this. It keeps her attached to Blueface. And I'm going to say this with all due respect. They all like attention and want attention or cloud chasing. Period. But I don't see her doing it right now. I don't see it. She could talk about it. She could threaten to do it. I'm not saying she can't do it. She could do it 2026 or 2027. It just shows not today. All right, let me see what else I had on my list. I think that was it. Nevaeh. Okay, Chrisean. Okay, the only other thing I wanted to talk about was before I go, and I'm about to go, was the David situation. Just a quick update. There are a lot of conflicting reports because TMZ is reporting one thing, and then the LAPD is coming out saying another thing about Celeste. Bottom line is the young lady was in the trunk of the car, dead, and we need somebody to be arrested. Whether she was frozen a little bit, not frozen at all, or whatever the case may be, we don't give a damn. We want to know why David is not being pulled in for questioning. That's it. All this little bullshit going back and forth, I don't want to hear it. Okay? She's in the trunk of a grown man's car that she shouldn't have been in, and this should not be the case. So we need whatever the particulars are to be discussed while he's sitting in jail. Okay? I don't want to hear it. That's all I had to say. We did Summer Walker the last time, my girl. All right? So, anyway, thank you for coming. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. Don't forget, you can book with me at BlueNolaTarot.com. Watch this video. Watch this video as much as you need to, as much as you want to. And you can find me on Instagram. That's where I mostly dwell every day, where I'm kind of posting like little stuff. But yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you know. Don't forget to put your comments in the chat. I appreciate you for coming through and checking this live stream out. I felt very good about it. It felt good, like good energy. Y'all have a good night. Stay blessed. I will be back soon because this is Friday, so we can probably go live again. I just don't like promising dates. I don't like promising dates because things change and I start getting busy with my clients. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. And don't forget, again, to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to drop your feedback in the chat on any of this. This is a fun live. Take care. Stay blessed, encouraged, and empowered. And I will see y'all soon. Let me see what y'all write. Good night. Good night. Take care. I'm out of here.